Hello guys, welcome to our presentation. Hope you have fun watching it. So in our project, we aim to gather insights about the ideology of Biden voters in contrast to Trump voters. And for the gathering of our data, we used the Gephi Twitter importer, the layout of the application. And in this application, you can input different hashtags. In this case, I put in some COVID-related hashtags as an example. And the application then collects other Twitter posts that include these hashtags. It then can be subsequently analyzed whether the hashtags the Twitter accounts use in combination with these hashtags. As an example, correlating opinions can be found by analyzing the data created in this plugin. If we hit connect, you can see the program in action. Here you can see the hashtags being collected and the number of them. To do the visualization, you have to apply some algorithms. I sped up the process here because we only have 5 minutes, but you can see a little bit how it gets more organized over the working time here. So the hashtags that we used for our analysis. In the top corner here we have the hashtags that are in favor of Trump or in favor of Biden, and then down here we have hashtags that describe certain political topics, and they also always have a value with them. So either somebody's for more taxes or more trade deals or more gun control or less gun control, and we're going to build our hashtag network around these hashtags. You can see our results. The little groups you can see are created based on the hashtag's modularity class. The modularity class tool assigns each hashtag to a group of hashtags that it's used with the most. So as an example, in this little group, you can see that apparently a lot of people that say Trump is Hitler also talk about surgery and gender. And this is the main part of our analysis, is to find these groups and to see what hashtags people use together with. Here you can see another example of a modularity class. People who say they want to vote Biden are also saying that you should wear a mask and you should vote in person. And we had a very huge number of these modularity classes, and we went through all of them and gained insights from around 60% of these classes. And there's no time to go through all of them now, but I can just show you the insights that we gained at the end on the next slide. Nearly all of them make sense to us. If you want, you can stop the video now and read through them. We do understand that most of these insights are pretty trivial, but in theory, they would be of value to the Trump or Biden campaign team, preferably, of course, Biden's campaign team. Now, moving on, we're going to examine other visualizations regarding the degree, eigenvector centrality, and modularity class.
So what we did was we took every hashtag and we put it in different categories. So if it was for Trump or against Biden, we put it in the Trump section. If it was the other way around, we put it in the Biden section. Looking at the graph, we can see that Biden has more probability of winning the elections as the count is greater. However, we cannot conclude this statement as the population is really, the sample is really small. However, it's really representative. So we cannot make any conclusions, but we can infer this statement.
Okay, this is a histogram we obtained through our results of the count of degree. So we found that the degree 2 calculates the number of hashtags that each hashtag is used with. As you can clearly see, the distribution is skewed to the right. This clearly means that roughly the higher the degree is, the fewer the number of hashtags that fit this criterion.
Okay, so right now we're watching a simple histogram about the count of the agent centrality. And we know that the agent vector centrality describes in this case how many connections the hashtags have that are used in the same tweet as the hashtag which the agent centrality is calculated for. And then in this histogram, we can see that there's not a progression or there's not an order. So for example, we can say that there's a hashtag that can be used around 44 times and others that are used only once. So finally, the bias in our analysis is that some demographics use less Twitter in general, so their opinion is less represented in our study. And another one is that some demographics don't use Twitter at the time of the sampling. And that's the end of our presentation. I really hope you like it.